Welcome back to another episode of The Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be predicting the 2025 NFL Divisional Round. All right, so it came kind of weird off the tongue, but basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be predicting the round two of the NFL playoffs. And before we do that, we're going to talk about a couple games. Packers fan Leaf Diggy, we're going to make sure to talk about the Packers versus the Eagles game first, where the Eagles won 10-22. How you feel about this game, man?
Like I said, before I guess before we went live, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of losses that like in the NFL that pissed me off. This one pissed me off. Clean pissed me off. Like we lost every physical aspect of the game. We were getting pushed around from start to finish, from the time of the kickoff until the time of the fumble. Um, I wasn't even like I really wasn't even mad at the result because we didn't deserve the ball. We didn't. We ain't had no business fumbling in the first place. Like that just shows me a lack of discipline and a lack of like focus going into the game. We wasn't focused at all. We wasn't prepared for what they defense and then what they O line and what they defense was bringing. We were getting pushed around. The defense played okay. They got in strides. The best player on our team, hands down, was Josh Jacobs. He's the only one that showed up. Everybody else played weak. Everybody, from Jordan Love to the wideouts, everybody played weak. Absolutely, everybody played weak. It was a sorry performance, bro. The score doesn't indicate what happened, man. Philly didn't play that great offensively at all, but we just played absolutely 100% weak. And I get it. The Philadelphia Eagles got all pros all over the field. I understand that, but you should not show up to any contest, especially in the playoffs, showing up unprepared and showing up weak like we did. That was just a terrible performance. Terrible. It's just god awful, bro. Jordan Love. Listen, I get it. This is his second season, but I'm not using that excuse. You got to be prepared. Listen, be prepared. Do your homework. Get yourself ready, man, for these playoff games, man. Or just it's time to just go on and move something else. We do need a wide receiver number one, but I'm not using that as an excuse right now, neither, man. Because last year we was the youngest team to make the playoffs. This year we are the second youngest team to make the playoffs. So it is what it is, man. So I mean. I don't know. I ain't really got nothing to say on the game, man. The game, it's just too many turnovers. It was just a lack of focus, man. That was more of a mental game than anything. We lost mentally and mentally and physically. We lost that game from the start, from the kickoff. Simple as that.
Yeah, last week when we talked about it, told you, man, this is a 10-point win for the Eagles. And you were saying before we went live, it felt like it was even a bigger deficit, even though y'all lost by 12. Jordan Love, last week, I brought up the question, who are the most overrated quarterbacks? And like, I wanted to say his name, Leaf, but you were here, Like, this is how I feel about Jordan Love. Not exactly, but he reminds me of a suited up Jameis Winston. Like, I've said that all the time. He is Jameis Winston without a wide receiver one. I mean, you give him Mike Evans, you go ahead and find a way to get a Trey Harris in the draft, a Tyreek Hill, Tetra McMillan, whatever you do, they do need to get them an alpha. I thought Jaden Reed was gonna have a better year than he did this year. I'm not gonna lie. Josh Jacobs has been the best player. They've just relied totally on the run game. Honestly, they have a good O line, good run game. The whole year, that's what it's been for the Packers. Run first team, and then they get the play action going. Jordan Love next year, hopefully, could run a little bit more shotgun with a wide receiver one and see what they gonna do. Nick, you got anything you felt about this game?
Um, This got hurt, bro. I mean, what was it? Watson was already out. Then Dobbs got hurt. Then Jaden Reed got hurt. So I mean, they didn't have their top. Those are the top three wide receivers, bro. And they all got hurt
Yeah.
before halftime, bro. You know. So I mean, this is tough, man. And if you rely on what the Packers do, they rely on running the ball too much. And I think I forgot who said it last week to put the ball. I think you said it more, that put the ball in Jordan Love's hands and see how it goes. And I mean, we see how it goes, you know. So I mean,
Yeah. For the other side of the ball, wait, you finished saying what you had to say?
yeah, about the Packers. I mean, the Eagles. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. They should have easily won this game, bro. This shit came down to the bro. I don't know, man. Bro, dude. I don't. We're gonna see what happens against the Rams, bro. I think the Rams game is gonna be a very tight one. I feel like that's gonna expose the Eagles in many ways, but we'll get to that later. I mean, defense played good, offense played all right. Jalen Hurts got some rust on him. I mean, not a lot of passing whatsoever. They relied on the defense a lot in this game and Saquon. So I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Leaf, what was your thoughts about the Eagles when you was watching them?
My thought about the Eagles is either two things: either this is the greatest offensive line in the history of football, or we just plain are weak. Like I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, listen, all I saw on a lot of different drives. Once our defense finally gassed out, and before our defense got their stride in, like late in the second quarter and then early in the third, I saw Saquon left, Saquon right, Saquon left, read option right, read option left, read option left, read option right. The plays that they were running, it wasn't even spectacular plays. AJ Brown was absolutely pissed. He was. I don't even think that he cared that they won the game, bro. But he was just absolutely pissed about that one catch shit. Um, yeah, I probably as he should be because the Packers outside of Josh Jacobs, our team, bro, we physically wasn't ready for that game. You got guys getting pushed around. You got guys that can't even take hits from this team. They started taking hits from that Eagles team. 1-2 hits, they was out. 1-2 hits, man. Our wide receivers is out. 1-2 hits, a lineman is out. It had to be walked off the field. My arm hurt. You know, I'm like, what are we doing? Like, y'all think y'all playing a pee wee team? Y'all playing one of the best teams in the NFL. This is arguably one of the best teams all year, and we didn't, and we were not prepared for it. I'm start like this is a running rhetoric with the Packers, bro. Like when we play some of these top teams, it seems like we're overwhelmed. It seems like we come into the game overwhelmed. I'm like, I need that shit to stop. I get it. We a young team. We the second youngest team to make the playoffs. The first youngest team was the team from last year. I get it. But at the same time, I need y'all to stop looking weak.
It's just what you said about the Eagles having one of the greatest O lines of all time. I agree with you. This year they've I told you the Eagles and the Lions, both of their trenches are all time good. Like they both have like four Pro Bowlers on their O line. Like the whole Pro Bowl roster really should just be like the Falcons guard and like people from these two teams.
That's
Like
a fact.
Christian
I
Willis
listen.
Falcons.
Hey, you know what? I agree with you. I couldn't agree with you tenfold. The Lions and the Eagles, like in terms of O lines, bruh. This got to be all time great. One of these teams have to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl, bruh. If the Rams somehow get past this shit, I don't know what to say. I really don't want. I know what to say. If the Los Angeles Rams somehow march to the Super Bowl on this momentum, I swear on everything, bro. It is going to be a lot of Detroit slander, left and right.
Hey, I would love if Matthew Stafford could be the one to ruin Detroit's best season of all time. You know, that would be lovely. That would be lovely. But for me personally, the Eagles, um, Jalen Hurts. This is why I talked about him a lot earlier in the year. Like he doesn't pass that much. Runs a lot. The Eagles are a run first team. They run the ball and play defense. The thing about it, they are what the Packers want to be. They have an elite running back. They have a bunch of good options at receiver, and they got a defense. Like and yeah, they just run the ball, and Jalen Hurts passes when they're in the middle of the field. Like nothing special about the Eagles. Their team is just so good that they going to probably make it to the point where they win one more game. We're gonna see how y'all feel about that matchup against the Rams, but seems like that's it about that game. Next game we're gonna talk about Broncos Nation,
Oh
Broncos
god.
Country.
Oh
Let's
god.
ride. Broncos versus the
God.
Bills. Nick, how you felt about this game?
Terrible, man. We just got fucking oh man.
How you feel
Running game,
terrible?
bro. Running game, bro. Oh my god, we need a running back, bro. I knew this was gonna come to bite us in the ass, bro. You know what, bro? Look at the time possession. Look at the time of possession between the both teams. Just look at it, and then you'll see why the Bills destroyed us.
Yeah, 41 minutes to 18.
That's exactly why they fucking beat us.
Yeah.
That's exactly why they beat us. I mean, bro, they was just running down our throats, bro. James Cook was just running on us. Josh Allen was just running on us, and then it was just some great passes that Josh Allen was making. I mean, just nothing we could do, bro. I mean, defense was just out there too long, bro. Offense couldn't stay on the field because we couldn't get a run game established, and Bills already knew that Broncos are a pass first team, so I mean they're prepared for the pass. Um, Run we can't get going. We need to run it back desperately, or there's no way that this team is gonna go anywhere out of the wild card. Cause the running game is so ass. I knew this shit was gonna come and bite us in the ass, bro. We need a run game really bad. No, get like a little tight end too. Get like a nice little tight end out of the draft maybe. See how it goes. But the Bills they play great, bro. They play great. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, but as a Broncos fan, you happy you made it to the playoffs. Did better than the Bengals, did better than the Dolphins. But yeah, next year y'all do need a running back bad in the second round, third round maybe, because this running back class is deep. You could go get you on Marion Hampton and have almost you could possibly get elite running back play next year from him just because how good your line is.
Yeah.
Um, the Broncos, though, shout out to them, bro. I'm just glad that they made it here. But for the Bills, this is a game where we last week we even though we knew the Bills were going to win, we knew that they were also one of those teams capable of just laying an egg. And seeing them not lay an egg and them getting the job done is actually pretty impressive to me. Like they did exactly what they were supposed to do. And next week against the Baltimore Ravens, I feel a little bit more confident in the Bills. I don't have an idea on who I'm gonna have winning any of these games next week. I actually haven't thought about it yet, which is
Hey, I
crazy.
got I got one more I got one more thing to say. Tony Romo, get Josh Allen dick out of your mouth, bro. He has his dick in his mouth as much as Chris Collins got Pat Mahomes dick in his mouth, bro. Let's stop this shit, all right? Stop this fucking dick sucking, all right? Stop. All I gotta say. Oh yeah. Also, Bo Nix in week 12 he fractured his back. He's been playing with fractured back since week 12.
Cap, you got cap in your rap. Why these boys be capping all the time when they gotta when they lose? Like, bro, you made it to the
No,
playoffs.
I'm not making it that as an excuse. I'm just saying he had a
Bro,
fractured
I'm
back since
saying
week
he's
12.
making it as an excuse. He ain't have no fracture back. I'm telling you. I don't care what the reports say, bro. A fractured back and you playing football.
A
Cause
fractured
he's
back,
a,
they would have never put him out there, bro. That's what no fractured back.
Nah,
As
cause,
a
cause, cause,
rookie.
Cause
as
he's
a
that good,
rookie.
bro. He that good, bro.
All right,
No, but
all
I
right.
Bo,
promise you, he
listen,
that good.
I understand Bo Nix is definitely um more so on the project side of things, bro, and I think he could be a very very good quarterback. He has a lot of guts and he has a lot of will, but there's no way in this day and age they putting you on the field with a fractured back, bro. Like no, that's extremely dangerous, and like that, but like medical, like medical wise, bro. Like you like a lot of people could get in trouble for that.
There's
But
only two.
to get to the game, I guess yeah, like you said, man, to date, the offense couldn't stay on the field. They couldn't produce. Um, defensively, I think they need to figure out how to stop the run. I mean, the secondary been good all year, but the run stop, yeah, the run stop game or they run defense has not been nothing really to talk about. I don't even think the Buffalo Bills were even that good of a running team to even be moving the ball like they were moving the ball.
Nah, they've been
Um,
running all year. That's their identity. I feel like they're run first team, and then when they get into bad situations, that's when Josh Allen has to pass.
I mean, well, yeah, but I mean, but mostly, I think that was mostly large due to the fact that Josh Allen did get off to a 3-0 start this year, and just for them being a running team, they had some room to open up other elements of the offense, which made them a little bit more heavy. But we all know that team is Josh Allen a bust. Um, realistically, I thought y'all was gonna get this win. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had y'all winning this game.
After
Um,
after the first drive of the game, when we scored that touchdown on Troy
after the
Franklin, bro.
first drive of the game, I had y'all winning the game coming in, and after the first drive of that game, y'all was looking very, very impressive. Y'all held the fort, but Josh Allen did come out there and play. He did come out there like he wanted to win. He was extending plays. He was using his feet, man, to get to wherever he needed to go. And they held serve. So I mean, I did play in Buffalo. I mean, yeah, this is a young Denver team. Definitely need to install and upgrade the running back position. Upgrade the offense a bit, and defensively, I think everything is self-explanatory. The secondaries is very good, but the front seven that's going to get upgraded as well. But first, probably need to upgrade to a running back number one. So
Yeah, bro. We,
for
we,
damn
we we
sure.
need we need to get the time of possession up, bro.
Yes,
That
definitely.
that that just showed me that we desperately like need a running back. That should be the main goal going into the all season, bro. Because I was up in the air. I was like, maybe like Jaleel McLaughlin next year or Aldrich Estimate could like do some things too. They need to get rid of that three running back system that they got too, bro. Where they're sharing three running backs. That should not be happening, bro. Because nobody's gonna get hot like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's getting hot like that.
Well, in this NFL, like I don't think three running backs is necessarily bad. You just need to find different ways to use them while they're all on the field. You know, maybe you got a guy that's good at catching screen pass out the backfield. Maybe you got a guy that's could do a little bit of everything, could do a little read op, and then you got your three down running back. You could do it that way. It's plenty of different ways to run three different running backs. You don't have to have guys that could just tote the football of like a one down back, a two down back, and then a three down. You don't have to have that sort of formula, but you just got to have different dynamics in terms of what your running backs could do because running backs tend to be some of the best football players uh, um, all around. You know what I'm saying? They catch out the backfield or they could run routes. You got a running back that could run route. And if you got a running back that could run read op and do a little bit of like Ladainian Tomlinson type ish, you good to go. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, who knows, man? Like just open up the playbook a little bit, get your running back number one, get more offensive players on the team. You good to go. You know, I mean, but that's kind of the same thing we need to do anyway. So I mean, the Broncos and the Packers they sort of got the same issues, man. Right now, we got quarterbacks that are basically projects, and we need to figure out how to extend the offices and get some more playmakers on the offensive end of the ball. So
Yeah, you would be correct.
Yeah. Next game we got is the Chargers Texans. Another game where there's just a quarterback who gets a lot of love, and the Texans defense is a real test for you. Derek Stingley, I ranked him as a top three corner like a couple
Yeah,
of weeks
It's
ago
some
as
it's,
well,
it's,
but
it's some people that got him as the best corner in the league. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be honest with you, bro. Like I see spurts of it. I mean, he could be. I really like in terms of quarterbacks. I don't really know names. I know defenses in terms of their secondaries, man. But listen, that Texas defense is still holding the fort. And then just to continue on, um, the reason why I'm going to have my Justin Sherbert cook session is for the same reason why for so many years as a Green Bay Packer fan, people kept telling me about Aaron Rodgers' shortcomings in the playoffs and shortcomings in the NFC Championship games. I'm seeing the same shit, different toilet. The only problem is Justin Herbert doesn't have a resume and doesn't have a playoff win to his name. I keep hearing Justin Herbert top five this, top five that, and I'm not at liberty to change it because the quarterback play in the last couple of years outside of the elite is not nobody's really cracking that top five. Jordan Love is not cracking that top five. That Dakota Prescott is not attacking that Prescott. Um, Jaden Daniels might be the only impressive quarterback that I've seen in the past couple of years, and I'm gonna get to the reason why he's the best quarterback in his division, but the reality about Justin Herbert is that talent, talent and hard work. They gotta go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to process. Your processing has to be better. Your your down the field capabilities have to be better. Your ability to read the defense has to be better. He has to be overall better. So there's no Brandon Staley for you to get the blame. There's no lack of weapons for you to get the blame. There's no lack of anything else for you to get the blame, bro. This game is totally on him. He threw more interceptions in this game than he do in the regular season. This is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious, bro. The Houston Texans had no business being in that game at all. That was a
no,
tailor-made win.
it looked like it was. They shouldn't have been in that game, bro. The defense
The defense,
really
the, the,
just
the defense, the
did
defense
it.
carried them hand and foot. CJ was not that. CJ was not great. It was Nico Collins and friends mostly on offense, and when they got offense going. But the reality of that game is that game was tailor made for the Chargers to win. It was tailor made, and Justin Herbert alone screwed it up. You screwed it up. Like there's just too many turnovers, too many throwing the ball in double coverage, there's too many errant throws. To like the thing is, the Texas defense is not sorry. You have to figure out ways to pick it apart and little by little and keep them moving. That's the thing about like a team with a good defense and then the offense is not doing anything. You basically they basically the defense should be ducks sitting ducks in the water for hours on that field. There's no reason why that game should have took place.
man, the Chargers Texans game, dude, it showed me that D'Amico Ryans is still one of the better defensive coordinators, which he's been all year. CJ Stroud, to me, and Joe Mixon did what I said. The Chargers have the worst defensive tackle unit in the league for the past couple years. Like it's been years. Brandon Staley, the whole reason he got hired from the Rams was because of Aaron Donald to me. Aaron Donald, what he was doing at the defensive tackle position, allowed Brandon Staley to run unique schemes on defense, and he never got that defensive tackle that he needed. He also became a duck on the other side of the ball. He kept going for it like crazy amount of times, but to me, the Chargers they needed force defensive tackle in that room. Like Joe Mixon just kept running, kept running, kept running. Everyone runs on the Chargers for the past couple years. Like if you looked at the worst run defense for the past 5 years, I'm telling you, it would be the Chargers, like statistically. and I don't even got the numbers up. I just know like they have been one of the worst run defensive units for the past couple years, and they need just tackle. And I think after that they solid, bro. Maybe they need some wide receiver help, tight end help, more weapons, but bro, the Chargers, Justin Herbert, he had a bad game. He had a bad game, but this is who he is. He ain't. I don't think they Super Bowl contenders yet. If they do become Super Bowl contenders, it will be in the future. This is year one of the retool, and they started where they finished, where they play a young quarterback in Trevor Lawrence and get blown out. Like this is Chargers, man. At least they made the playoffs, right?
Man, listen, I'll tell you, bro. The AFC West, man, them AFC West teams, man. Like Jesus Christ.
What
Outside of
about what
Kansas,
about the what about the NFC North? Look what
what
the
about
fuck
the
they did. Look what the fuck they did in the playoffs too. Look what they
well,
did.
well, well? The NFC North was going against arguably some of the best teams in football. I mean, like
I mean, the
that. That's
Broncos went against arguably top three team in football right now.
Buffalo's
Chargers.
Buffalo is not a top three team. I'm sorry. They did. Yeah, it had a top three record, but they're not a top three team. I'm sorry.
All right,
The
top five.
Chargers went up against that Texans team was reeling. Like they were nowhere what they were last year. A lot of the Eagles have arguably one of the best O lines in the history of the game. Like literally, like outside of them and the Lions, like we talking about like 14 win teams left and right. Like I'm talking like is this? I'll be honest with you. Don't get me wrong. Listen, when Minnesota was playing arguably one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs, and we were playing one of the hottest teams going into the playoffs, bro. The Houston Texans, bro, were dead fish were fish dying in the water. They like all they was looking for is to get chewed up. The Buffalo Bills, bro, are accident waiting to happen, bro. There's no excuse as to why those games went the way that they went. There's no excuse.
There's no excuse for Dan Quinn and how he was play calling at the end of that Commanders win. Switching on to the Commanders Bucks, bro. I was so scared that the Commanders was going to choke in that fourth quarter so many different times, man. On fourth down and goal, they going for it, and we saw one of the greatest ball don't lie moments when Terry McLaurin, he got PI'd in the red zone and they ain't call it. And then Baker Mayfield fumbled it and just gave them the game right back. Like you said, Jaden Daniels has showed that he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And I'm gonna learn from my mistake from last year, and I'm gonna listen to my rule. I don't go off of 1 year. Jaden Daniels, he is like one of the better quarterbacks in the league. So in the ranking, we'll see where he lands, but he's not in the top five discussion. Like
Is he the best quarterback in his division?
I might have to. I'm gonna see how he ends off the playoffs to see if he can surpass Dak Prescott. But depending on how he finishes the playoffs, I'm not gonna forget who Dak is. Dak had the best statistical year in the NFC last year, in the NFL last year. Like not as a rookie, as an NFL player.
As an
Um,
NFL player, yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, I think the only other quarterback that's probably done better statistically without making the playoffs is Joe Burrow. Um, but in terms of like everything that I've been seeing for the entire year, from start to finish, the Commanders have had probably the best feel good story in the NFL.
yeah,
And it's all thanks to Jaden Daniels. Jaden
yeah,
Daniels has saved this franchise from literally going to hell, like literally, and staying there, and staying in deep, a dark, a bottomless pit. Um, the resurgence of this franchise. Starting with the ownership. That now we in the Magic Johnson era of this franchise, and I thought Eric Bieniemy should have been head coach. Um, if I'm not mistaken. And they still got Ron Rivera somewhere on that franchise or whatever the case may be. But Jaden Daniels from the beginning of the season all the way up into that playoff game, when they first playoff win in over 20 years, if I'm not mistaken, bro, in 20 years for this franchise. I think Jaden Daniels, bro, like has been the one of the one if not the best thing that has ever happened to this franchise in a long time. They were dead in the water for many years. Kirk Cousins did not produce any playoff wins for them, and he has gotten every penny in the NFL that he's ever signed to. Jaden Daniels already in that division has exceeded expectations, and it's not even close.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was a project coming in. He came in and has been one of the better quarterbacks immediately, but so was CJ Stroud. And next year, when defenses have a whole off season to study him, I want to see, I want to see like how he reacts to it. But as of right now, production wise, yeah, top 10 production wise. I just want to see who he is as a player as the years go because the great ones do it for a long time, and that's just what it comes down to. C.J. Stroud, I still don't know how I feel about him. Like these next couple playoff games, if he has a couple more, the next one, I shall say, is gonna indicate a lot for him to me because last year he made his name off the playoffs. So if this year he could just be the playoff merchant, if he could just be that guy who goes off in the playoffs, I'll respect him for who he is. I just don't know who he is yet. He's a young player. He played decent in this game, but at the same time, the Chargers defense isn't a unit that I respect that much. And Joe Mixon in the run game got it going. So like we'll see how CJ Stroud does in the future and how Justin Herbert and Jaden Daniels, all these young quarterbacks do in the future. Nico Collins had him a game. Holy.
You said
Steelers.
you said Nico Collins had again?
Yeah.
Yeah, he damn
Yeah.
sure did. The Steelers, I was expecting that to happen. I don't want to waste too much time on them. Russell Wilson is who I knew he was, man, for many years. There's nothing he could do. Mike Tomlin, somebody was gonna put hands on Mike Tomlin for what he said in the post game. He's like, yo, what happened in that game? He said Lamar Jackson, and that's a fight in the tunnel. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the Mike Tomlin is probably outdated. This Steelers fans that I talked to, they said he should have been gone 8 years ago. Um, I mean, and it is what it is. I mean, he's just outdated. The defense, T.J. Watt was looking pedestrian. Um, the defense couldn't get it as many stops or whatever. But I mean, when you got a two-head monster like Lamar and King Henry, man, I mean, what can you do, man?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. To any Steelers fan that thinks that Mike Tomlin needs to go, you need to look in the mirror and look at your roster and think where would you be without him? The Steelers don't have a wide receiver one. They don't have a running back one. They don't have a quarterback one. Like when you meet the thresholds as a starting quarterback, Russell Wilson is at like the bottom of that. The as an alpha wide receiver, George Pickens is at the bottom of that. As an alpha running back, Najee Harris is not that. Najee Harris could go. Najee Harris
Najee
could
Harris had moments, bro. Like, but he was nowhere near running back number one.
yeah, Najee Harris could
I think he could be running back number one with a scheme, but I mean, like, I know I'm like in terms of like being number like through the mud, bro, and everything breaking down. Like Najee Harris, he got a moment. He might have like a Madden truck stick in him, like for one or two plays, and then that's it.
Yeah, this team has absolutely nothing on offense and has first round picks and a lot of money on that side of the ball. That's not Mike Tomlin, bro. They need to get some talent on this side of the ball, man. That's just what it is. This is a team that I had taken Trey Harris in the draft, man. Like they just need them a receiver. They might need to take Trey Harris and then go back in the second round and take Omari on Hampton. Like they might need both of them, bro. Like this offense is bad, bro. Might mess around and just start Justin Fields next year because I don't think he's bad. You get Justin Fields, Egbuka maybe, like his yeah, that Ohio connection, and then just I don't know, man. Steelers need a lot. Steelers, this is the beginning of the fall, man, because y'all keep signing these old quarterbacks and just doing nothing with them, bro. Like I don't get the. I get being a competitive team with Russell Wilson. I get it, bro. I can't act like I don't, but I also don't like in hindsight, right? The Steelers started off well with Justin Fields. It ain't like they was gonna fall out of the playoffs if he kept playing, you know. But Wilson did come in and make the passing attack better. But like, they should have just played Justin Fields the whole year, you know. Like in hindsight, but we talked about this Steelers team enough, man. Last night game, the last game of the wild card. Nick,
God
what you thought
damn.
about the wild card game?
That was bad, bro. I mean, bro, how many sacks did
Nine,
Baltimore get?
nine. Rams
It's
had
only,
9 sacks. Rams had 9 sacks.
dude.
Come on. We knew who Sam Darnold was. I
Bro,
mean,
this,
like,
this is this is this is looking like the 20 against the Bengals
Bengals,
Super Bowl,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That's the bro. That's bad, bro. I mean, shit. That's bad.
come on. We knew who Sam Darnold was.
I
Let's
mean,
not do this.
who?
If like it's
I ain't gonna
been.
argue, bro.
I think we learned from the last game of the season. If you disguise your coverages, bro, against the Vikings, even though who definitely has wide receiver number 1 and 2, um, if you disguise your coverages, great, bro, you can beat them, and then that's what was happening. Sam Donald just couldn't read the secondary. He couldn't read the defense, and was holding on to the ball too long, and then that was it. I mean, because the Vikings have everything in the trenches. Um, why Sam Darnold was throwing the ball was going back to pass so many times just proves to me that the Vikings probably needed to run the ball. But they weren't able to do it, and then you got 9 sacks, and the Vikings they waste Brian Flores time, and then they get beat 27-9. So it is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I mean, Sam Darnold not look good whatsoever, bro. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what direction this team's gonna go in because it seems like every year they just go into the first round and lose, bro. They're having like that Steelers, like you know what I'm saying, like how the Steelers are, bro. Just make the playoffs and they'll lose in the first round, bro. I mean, it's gonna be a time. I mean, let's see what if they're gonna sign him. If they do, if they sign Sam Darnold to a max contract, bro, that's the worst decision that they'll ever make in their history, bro. Because then you're just gonna have a Kirk Cousins 2.0 on your team. Um, Man, defense still looking good, but Brian Flores gets a job. You shit out of luck with defense. You need to bulk out the offensive line a little bit more. Stop throwing deep too. Jordan Addison was dropping a lot of catches, bro.
I think they need a running back.
Aaron Jones not terrible, but I mean, like,
And Jones, he doesn't stay healthy. I think they need somebody.
yeah.
I think they need somebody. They need a Bijan or something, bro. Like they need a young hungry back, man. They need some. Yeah, this draft is really looking at this draft. You right about it, Mar. This draft is really running back heavy, and if you don't come out with something, bro, with the O lines that's being built, bro, like you need to buy a wide receiver or listen, draft a wide receiver or draft a goddamn a running back. And right now they don't need no wide receivers, bro. Like Justin Jefferson is the
Yeah,
best wide receiver in the game, bar none. And you got a wide receiver number 2 in Addison, bro. Like so,
and then
it,
you got top 5 tight end in the league, bro. You
exactly.
know?
And so it's time to go get that back, tote that pill. Go get you some more playmakers. In the backfield and behind the line of scrimmage, man. Go get you some more playmakers and some more dynamic. guys, but that you could give the ball to at any given time. Stop leaning on Sam Darnold, man. Like Sam Darnold at best is Rich Gannon on the Raiders, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, just stop. Please stop trying to make him something that he's out to be. He got drafted by the Jets. Come on, bro.
I
Just-
Let's see about JJ McCarthy, man. I want to see. I want to see it, but I don't know. I don't know.
well, I'm hearing that JJ McCarthy could possibly go to the Giants if Shador doesn't end up on a team, but I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. We gotta wait and see, man. I feel like also they was kind of implementing Dallas Turner, but not really. So I mean, we gotta see with Dallas Turner too. We gotta see with JJ McCarthy if
We know what Dallas is
if
turning into. They turn it into shit. Like leave them alone. Let them turn
no,
into.
Dallas Turner, Dallas Turner.
Oh, Dallas Turner. My bad.
Yeah, not the Cowboys. We're not talking about the Cowboys. We ain't talking about the Cowboys right
My
now.
bad. Dallas Turner. Shout out
I
to
mean,
Dallas.
they have a lot of upside, but they also have a lot of downside too. I mean, it's just all gonna depend on if they keep Sam Darnold or they keep JJ McCarthy. I feel like that's gonna show me the direction that they're going in with this team.
I think they keep both. I think you mean start like if they start JJ or start Sam Darnold.
Well, you're not gonna be able to keep a lot of players if you sign Sam Darnold because you're giving him a fucking hefty fucking contract.
No, you're not, bro. We all know who Sam Darnold is. He's going to sign a team friendly deal because we
You're
just
telling me
drafted a
he's not gonna
quarter.
get at least like 30 million a year?
Yeah, 30 mil,
If he
30
gets
mil.
anywhere near that, bro, like the Vikings are stupid.
No, 25 to 30 for like 2 years.
I'll give him 19. Like no,
Two years, 60 mil.
19.
Yeah, 2 years, 60 mil sound fair. Yeah, yeah.
No.
If you can sign Sam Darnold to a 2 year, 60 mil, you keep JJ McCarthy, you have a game manager at quarterback no matter what. And I love the fact that Leaf brought them getting a running back because in my mock draft, I did something I thought was very weird. I took Ashton Genty for the Vikings. Running backs typically fall and they're gonna have a later first round pick. So maybe they could get their favorite running back if he falls because just how much running backs there are that other teams are going to look at the position in the second round. You know, they could be the team in the end of the first that snipes.
I think Jenny a lock for the Cowboys, bro. It's sad to say, but I think he a lock for the Cowboys, bro.
I think the Cowboys could go with Luther Burden in round one and then go back in round two and get Cam Scatterboot. You know, and as a team, they're better. I understand who what Genty is, but imagine Luther Burden and Cam Scatterboot.
All right, yeah, we're done with the Cowboys right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We know the Cowboys for sure.
But yeah, the Rams looking scary, bro. I mean, they're looking very scary right now. We'll see what they do against the Eagles against that good defense. So I mean, shit.
Yeah. Last week when we were doing our scary teams, I think we had them as the scariest dark horse. This was these boys was a werewolf in sheepskin or sheep and yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, whatever that statement is. They're
Nah, I know what you're trying to say, bro. You don't got
yeah.
you don't gotta justify it, bro.
Yeah. Their record looked like they one of the the average teams, but they resume where they've been the past couple of years, who Matthew Stafford is, Cooper Cup accomplishments, even in a game where he had no impact, we still know who Cooper Cup is. You still gotta respect him, you know.
Yeah.
Um, before we talk about these next games, man, there was a comment that was made. It was JJ McCarthy to the Giants, right? Um, Nick, as a football fan, who do you think is the better prospect, Jackson Dart or JJ McCarthy as a prospect?
Damn.
So why to
like
make my point, why not just go Jackson Dart?
Yeah, true. I mean, I like Dart out of college better than I like JJ out of college. I'll say that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
We haven't really seen JJ play in the NFL. We've only seen him play one preseason game before he got hurt. So
Yeah. So we got Jackson Dart, who is younger, who is less damaged, and looks better. Why would we want JJ McCarthy? No. I want Jackson Dart, or I think Jackson Dart is becoming the guy I want at pick 3.
no, you could get Jackson Dart in the second round, bro.
I don't know. No, you can't. No, you
Yes,
can't.
you can.
No, you can't.
Hell yeah, you can.
Not quarterback. Y'all were people were telling me
Quarterback is not really prioritized in the draft, Mark. I've been telling you this, bro. It's not prioritized. You're gonna get obviously Shadur and Cam Ward that are gonna go in the first round, and then you're gonna maybe get one more quarterback that's gonna go in the first round.
Jackson Dart and Dylan Gabriel going in the first round.
Dylan Gabriel not going in the first round. I guarantee you that, bro.
Both of them are.
Jackson Dart not going in the first round either, bro.
Both of them are. They are too good. They're both better than Shadur.
What?
They are both.
Yo, Leaf, you hearing this shit right now, bro?
Dylan Gabriel and Jackson Dart are better than Shadur Sanders. Shadur is the 4th best quarterback.
Bro, I don't listen to you with quarterbacks, bro. I'm sorry, I just don't listen to you with quarterbacks, bro. You try to convince me on Trevor Lawrence, you did not. Try to convince me on Kyler Murray, you did not. Now you try to convince me on Dylan Gabriel. So obviously he's gonna be a bust, right? He's gonna be a bust, right? I bet.
Dylan Gabriel and Jackson Dart are better than Shadur Sanders. I'm telling you right now because I watch games. Shadur Sanders is cool.
College is different than the fucking NFL, though, man.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you because people have different levels of competition they play. Shadur has the easier competition, and these guys produce more. Shadur has played in one system. These guys have played in multiple systems on facing better opponents and have more production.
You got a point. You think he gonna be like a Caleb Williams? Then you think he gonna be like a Caleb Williams, like how Caleb Williams was this year? You think he gonna be worse?
Shadur?
Yeah,
I think that's a great example. Caleb, yeah, because Caleb Williams to me, he had a pretty decent year. Like he's not a bad quarterback. It just I think Caleb Williams is an NFL quarterback. I think Shadur could be. I think Shadur's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
I think the thing about it is I think the quarterback class is low key underrated. I think Jackson Dart and Dylan Gabriel are also NFL quarterbacks. Dylan Gabriel, the only question with him is his height, his size. He's 5'10" and skinny. If he doesn't pan out, it's the same way Bryce Young and Kyler Murray don't pan out. It's because he can't throw over the middle of the field. And in the playoff game that he had, that's kind of what knocked him down from quarterback ornament.
Do you really think after people seeing that what's happened to Kyler Murray, what's happened to Bryce Young, do you really think people are going to draft him in the first round?
That's the thing about it. I get that. But he's better than Bryce Young to me as a prospect, and Bryce Young went number 1. So it's like not in the first round is crazy,
No, Bryce Young was a way better prospect.
I think Dylan Gabriel is better. I think Dylan Gabriel has played in more systems. I think he has produced elite in all of those systems, and I think that he is as accurate and more athletic. I think that he also has ran a scheme in Oregon that has a lot of RPO, so he's learned like different things. And in the NFL, a lot of teams do that. I think Dylan Gabriel is just pro quarterback. He knows he could do everything. He has the deep pass. He has the RPO quick game. He has the legs. He just doesn't have the size and the weight.
And that's what's gonna make him fall to the second or third round.
That's what's gonna make him a question. That's his only con. That's literally his only con to me is his age and his age to me isn't really a con in the NFL because all of these guys retire in like 7 years. But weight and height, yeah, that matters in all sports. He's my size at quarterback, and for me, throwing over a 6'6" center would be super difficult especially accurately over the middle of the field, and I have to make sure that the ball don't get intercepted consistently. That's a tough feat. So like if he doesn't pan out, that would be why, and I would understand. But Jackson Dart, he is the guy who I'm looking at like he might be QB2 now with his height, his size, his frame. He can do it all. Also, I just think Dylan Gabriel has better legs and is smarter, but Jackson Dart is like more dominant. Like he goes down, trucks you. I like Jackson Dart, man.
Jackson Dart is like a Josh Allen 2.0 to me.
Yeah, that's what he is to me. Also, like I love the thing about it coming out of college. He's more accurate.
He's
Like
got the arm strength for it. He's got the run.
yeah, Jackson Dart is like he's QB 2 or 3.
So
He,
who are we looking for these quarterbacks to replace right now? Because I think JJ McCarthy, he had got the he got this he was a part of the curse. The same curse that Teddy Bridgewater was a part of, bro. Like, I mean, it's not the first time that Minnesota got a quarterback that looked halfway good, that looked pretty okay coming out of the draft, and pretty okay in terms of like arm talent and doing certain things on the field of the quarterback position. And they got hurt before they could even hit the field, bro. It's guys back then. They've been going with quarterbacks in the past that had some things. Randall Cunningham had to replace a guy by the name of Tan Williams. Tan Williams was a top 10 pick coming out of the draft, and he was a pretty good quarterback. He got hurt like 2 days into training camp. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, as far as Shador, I think he could be an NFL quarterback, but he gonna need a lot. He like I'll be honest with you. He gonna need a lot of stuff behind him. He gonna need other playmakers at different positions to make it work. A lot of these dude threat quarterbacks, they need weapons, they need pieces, and they need some pretty good offensive coordinator minds on the sideline to make them look great, man. Everybody just think Patrick Mahomes just came in and he was like, peaches and herb already, not reminding ourselves that he played with uh, um Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelsey, and
Very much.
arguably one of the greatest offensive minds in the history of the game, and Andy Reid. So I mean, it's a lot of things that gotta work, man. If these quarterbacks is projects, then keep them away from big time plays and put some more goddamn playmakers around them. Get your running back one, get your wide receiver one, get your dude threat running back, get your all around wide receiver, get your dude threat wide receiver. Get you need a whole lot of shit, man, to make these dudes great. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Like you need a whole bunch of stuff to make these dudes great. So it is what it is. I'll be right back.
yeah, no, you do, and a team like the Titans, the Browns, who are going to be selecting quarterback, the Giants, the first 3 picks are going to be quarterback. Like that. That's just how it is. That's just how it is, Nick. You know it.
Nah, I could see Travis Hunter going to the Browns. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Travis Hunter end up in the Brown. He end up in Cleveland with everything that he going through. Man, his career is over. His
I
career
think
is over, bro.
I think that's Dylan Gabriel or Jackson Dart landing spot, man. The Cleveland Browns. I know you might disagree with me, but Jackson Dart or Dylan Gabriel is a Cleveland Brown. They have
Nope.
they have.
Bro, I'm not doing
You
this, bro.
think Shador
I'm
Sanders then?
not. I'm not fucking doing this, bro.
You
No, it's
think
going to
Shador
be Travis
Sanders?
Hunter. I don't think they're going quarterback, bro.
Maybe
They
they
are
go
not going
quarterback in the
quarterback.
second round then.
Maybe in the second round. I think they draft Travis Hunter and maybe go quarterback in the second round.
Maybe that is like a Jalen Milroe team. What's the quarterback out of Syracuse name?
Uh, nah, he's like a third, fourth round quarterback,
Yeah,
bro.
but he's draftable to me. Like he's like one of the only draftable quarterbacks. I think Milroe, Syracuse, and the 4 quarterbacks I named, those 6 quarterbacks are the only quarterbacks I would draft. After that, like I don't like any of the quarterbacks. but Syracuse quarterback, his name is Kyle McCord. Yeah, Kyle McCord. Maybe the Browns could go that way. That wouldn't be terrible. But like Deshaun Watson is done. Jameis Winston is not that guy. Draft a quarterback, man. If I'm the Browns at pick two,
You're
but
gonna get your Travis Hunter, bro.
I
It
can
is what it
understand
is.
it.
If it was last year's draft, then yeah, they're drafting a quarterback, but it's not last year's draft.
What? Who went? Who was in last year's draft?
The Caleb Williams draft.
Caleb, Jaden. I mean, Bo
Sure.
Nix was not viewed upon like. I mean, bro, that's exactly why you just take quarterback. People were sleeping on Bo Nix and Michael Penix. People were like absolutely floored that those two teams did that, but those are the quarterback position. And look what Bo Nix did. Came into the Broncos and led the charge for them and had them in the playoffs. That's just what teams are going to do. Deshaun Watson is out next year. Jameis Winston, you see what it looked like. You can go ahead and get Dylan Gabriel or Jackson Dart with a 1,000-yard receiver, a solid O line, and Nick Chubb coming back, like with one of the best defenses. You literally just need quarterback. No, they have to go quarterback at two because if the quarterback hits, they have a Super Bowl window. If the quarterback doesn't hit, they're in the same place. I don't see why they don't go quarterback, especially Jackson. I don't know, man. I
Because then
think
you're just wasting the talents of Miles Garrett that you have on your team, bro. You don't think he's gonna want out?
if you don't,
If you're going a rookie quarterback, you might as well just trade Miles Garrett at that point and
if
do a
the
whole
rookie
rebuild,
quarterback
bro.
isn't good, if the rookie quarterback isn't good, you may as well rebuild. I agree. The thing about it is, right now, you may as well rebuild. You know, the rookie quarterback is you just doing a 50-50 swing because of how good the roster is. The roster on the Browns is good. They got picked two because their quarterback situation is terrible. If they could go ahead and get a quarterback with pick two because their quarterback situation got worse this week because he's out for next year too. Deshaun Watson out next season already. So like your reason why you're here got worse. And you're gonna like just stick to Deshaun Watson. No, you gotta go quarterback. And if the quarterback doesn't work, you move Miles Garrett, you move everything at that point. This quarterback is either he hit or miss. That's what this pick is, a hit or miss.
Yeah.
Cause Travis Hunter, yeah, he nice, but Denzel Ward is good. Greg Newsome is good. You know, they got that settled already. They could go get Travis Hunter and just like be amazing for real, but they could just get Benjamin Morrison in round two, you know, and or get someone in round two at corner. Like, nah, Browns need a quarterback bad. They have to. If not, they go Shadur. At pick two, a quarterback is getting drafted. If it's not the Browns, they trading down. At pick two is quarterback. That's just how it always is. But on to the last segment. Everybody, if you don't know, every week for the NFL, we pick who we think are going to win the games every single week. We did it every single week of the year. So next season, if y'all could come in to Up the Score show and tune into our weekly episodes, because we showed y'all in 2024 that we will go live every single episode. So you will have a consistent listen on your weekly football just listens. You know, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of football news. I listen to a lot of NBA news, so I'll understand if you listen to us talk. A lot of yapping out of me. Shout out to Up the Score Show. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Leaf. Texans versus the Chiefs, man. Who do y'all have winning this game?
I got the Chiefs hand over fist, bro. I think the defense. I think Texans defense going. They gonna get some stops early on or whatever. This, that, and the third, but yeah, they're offensively. I don't think the Texans are gonna be able to do anything. I see probably a close game. It ain't gonna be a blowout, but it. I don't think the Texans offense gonna be able to produce anything. Um, I got the Chiefs, man. The NFL won't allow them. They won't allow the Chiefs to get beat by no damn Texas team playing this half ass. So
I gotta agree with Leaf on this one. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
All right. All right. Next game we got is the Commanders versus the Lions.
Um, somebody actually tried to explain to me that the Commanders could upset the Lions. I don't see it. Because everybody's talking about how the Lions defense is all chopped up, this, that, and the third, but it's really their offense. That team just don't give a damn. They are liable to put up 30 something points, and they're gonna look at Washington like they are fish, like they are just fried. That shit is gonna be a steak and crab dinner, man. I don't give a damn what version of Bobby Wagner hits the field. I don't give a damn about what version of Marshawn Lattimore hits the field, bro. I got the Lions in this game. If the Lions don't win this game, I'm clowning for sure. But I got the Lions in this game.
I got the Lions also. I mean, I just don't see a way that the Commanders can win this game, bro. I mean, like Leaf was saying, you gotta have to match them, bro. You're gonna have to match 30 points, bro. Like 30 plus points, bro. That's a tough feat for a rookie quarterback like that against I guess arguably the best team in the NFL, bro. You know, so I mean, give me the Lions on this one.
Yeah, yeah. One of the better defenses also. I'm gonna go with the Lions also. But, Commanders could be, a team that does something. They got a lot of first round draft picks on their D line and Bobby Wagner. It's just that I'm on Raw about to have him a game. Like,
Listen. If we get Commanders Rams conference championship, bro, Chiefs are three-peating, bro. NFL rigged it for them to three-peat. NFL is rigging them to three-peat.
you
That's
funny,
what it's
Nick.
coming down to. They
Hey,
rigged it for them to three-peat.
Commanders Rams would be generational.
Yeah.
That would be amazing,
I don't
man.
know if I watch it, bro. I don't
You
know
my
if I
brother,
watch
bro?
any more NFL. I don't know if I watch any more NFL after this season, bro. Not
That
gonna lie
would
to you if it's Commanders Rams.
that would be an
Yeah, you're
amazing
not the brother.
matchup, man. Hilarious. But on to the next game. We got the Rams versus the Eagles. Nick, who do you have coming out with this game?
Yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, give me. Damn.
All right, I'm gonna talk a little bit. I might convince you. Give me the Eagles. Um, Rams, they got a couple options at receiver. I keep saying the Eagles got the best corner trio in the league. Rams are good at running the ball. Eagles got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Um, Rams' strength is that their whole entire defensive line as a unit is good. Like they got multiple good players. The Eagles got multiple all pros on the O line, So it's like those young studs. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of their best opponent they ever faced up against on the D line. Like Jared Verse, Jordan Mailata might be the best tackle he ever played in his life. Kobe Turner, Cam Jurgens is going to be one of the better guards he's ever played up against in his life. Like all of these guys are going to be up against some of the best. Byron Young, he's against Lane Johnson. That might be the best tackle he's ever faced up against in his life. Saquon is running behind those guys with a bunch of young studs. Yeah, all right.
Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford is nice, but
I'll be honest with you, bro. Man, listen. If the Eagles offense play anything like they played against us, man, listen. Hey, look, they gonna have to listen. They better not play around with this team. This is not the team to play around with. Um, Matthew, man, that Rams team could get hot in an instant, bro. Like this is not the team that you want to fool around with. This is not the team that you want to BS around with. The Eagles need to get this done. If they don't get this done, bro, the Rams might mess around and win the NFC if they don't get this done.
yeah.
But
I might say that the NFC lands on this game. The Rams are a team that I was not sleeping on. The Rams are a team that I know that they're capable of. I knew they were coming out the first round. To be honest, it's just about their secondary at this point. I think their secondary is weak, and That was something that they were okay with going into the year, and they about to get cooked. Jameson Williams and Amon Ra are not going to have a problem, and their biggest weakness, I said Jameson Williams. I mean, AJ Brown and Devonta Smith are not going to have a problem, and their biggest,
Oh, okay. So you think this the game that AJ Brown is actually happy
yeah,
about more than one catch? Okay. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I think it is too, but at the same time, let's not fool ourselves by thinking that the Rams don't have any weapons neither, bro. Like they could dot up the field as well. I mean,
they do, but the Eagles got that trio that is going to slow them down.
they do, but at the same time, I think like who do you want leading that trio? Like you got to understand that sometimes having a trio that like like if you got to have a trio that's willing to that's good enough to put up 30 or 40 something points on the board. And I think that it's not that the Eagles don't have it, it's just the Eagles sometimes they could get in their own way. They a bit conservative in that front. And to be honest, 22 points against our defense is not something that I had in mind when we was playing against one of the better offensive lines in football and probably in the history of the game in an all time line. So I mean, you can have the trio all you want, but you better be putting up numbers.
Yeah, but they run so much that the time kind of gets ran out quick. Like they're not a pass team. They run like 40 times a game. 25 passes. So that's the whole thing. They want the clock to run quick. Like if the clock is running quick, they're playing their game. And just playing defense. The Eagles got one of the best defenses.
Against the Rams, I don't think that's the thing you want to do. You want to put them out of their misery earlier. You can't give them room to breathe because if you just get first downs just to get first downs and then you get all the way down there and then the Rams come out in two plays and then they down at the goal line, bro, like that, then you basically ruined everything that you worked for. That like you leaving the offense fresh by the time the offense get back on the field. They know what the hell to do. They know what the hell to pick apart. My thing is like I think the Eagles they need to put up 30 something plus points in this game and completely wipe the Rams out of commission. I think that's what they need to do.
I think they just need to need to have Hertz play at an okay level. Hertz, as long as he doesn't throw the game away, I think the Eagles will win. And the Rams are not the team I think you throw away the game against. Like they don't have the adequate pieces in the secondary for Jalen Hurts to fold. If Jalen Hurts folds against this, that's bad. Like that's bad, bad, super bad. Like he's even lower than I thought, and I compared him to Daniel Jones. Like that would be bad.
If,
If
if,
Daniel Jones was on this Eagles team, I'd probably still have the Eagles winning. Like the Eagles team is that nice. Saquon behind the best offensive line of all. Bro, I'm a Giants fan, and I saw us win a game with Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, the worst offensive line of all time, and the worst weapons of all time. Now, give me the best offensive line of all time and AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goddard. I think games could be won,
I
especially.
mean, but listen. With all of that being said, I'm gonna end this by saying this. Listen, you have seen that happen with Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, but I guarantee you didn't see it happen against a team like the Rams. Um, Listen, this Rams team, bro. Like we said it. We said it before the playoffs started. This team could get momentum and they can be very, very deadly and very dangerous. This is not a team that you want to play around with. You need to end them. You need to
Yeah,
finish them.
yeah,
Don't mess around, man. Listen, if Jalen Hurts need to turn into he need to turn into the second coming of the Kansas City Chiefs in just this game, then you need to turn into the second coming of the Kansas City Chiefs and put up 40 something points and act like you got a Tyreek Hill out there that can just score points left and right and left and right and left and right. Fine. Then you need to get it done. but do not mess around with this team. I got the Eagles as a safe pick, but I'm not 100% confident in it, bro. Like I'm just keep. I just got the Eagles just to play it safe because I don't know how this game is gonna go. This game could get real nasty.
Not for
Yeah,
real, bro.
yeah. No, Rams are a team that I think they got too many veterans, and I think players will respect them, especially in the playoffs, and know not to play around with their food. The Rams came in first drive, let them know immediately against the Vikings business. Like they are veterans ready to play playoff football. Nah,
Mhm.
this is the team you stay away from. Like, nah. I agree with you, Leaf. Um, Last game of the episode might be the best one. It is the best one. What am I saying, Mike? For Ravens versus the Bills, who y'all got winning this game, man?
I mean, well, I think it's the best one just in terms of by names. This is going to be the MVP matchup. Obviously, I'm gonna go. I think this game is tailor made for the Ravens to win because if everything that Nick said about the Buffalo Bills is right, then I think this game is tailor made for the Ravens to win. There's not a better running back on the field than Derrick Henry. There's nothing. I think everything that needed to be done against the Bills this past weekend is going to be done against the Bills this week. In terms of time of possession, in terms of maintaining time of possession, in terms of attacking their run defense and attacking their holes in their defense, I think you got the best 1-2 punch in the NFL with Lamar. You got two of the best playmakers at their position in Lamar and the Derrick Henry, and the Ravens, even though on here on up the score, we went with Kansas City versus the Lions. I'm hoping the Ravens can spoil that, man. This would probably be one of the biggest feel good stories. I think my football soul would be cured, bro, if the Ravens win this game and then they go on and win the AFC. I think my football soul would be 100% cured, bro. Lamar Jackson deserves this. He deserves this, man. I think he's been through enough on terms of having number one seeded teams and winning MVPs and not winning the AFC. I think this is the time. This is the time. You got King Henry up in the backfield, man, and I think this is the time for the Ravens to get it done, man. Listen, by hook or crook, the Ravens. I got the Ravens to win this game.
I agree with Lee.
And
I
that's
agree.
a sweet. And that's exactly what I'm going to tell you. Lamar ain't coming from nothing. You don't got to feel bad for him. This is Jason Tatum in the Boston Celtics, bro. He always come
No,
in.
no, no.
No,
I'm
he
not doing
always
that.
come
I'm
in with
not
a
doing that.
nap.
I'm
He
not doing
always
that. No,
no
that no,
no.
no,
You can't
no,
feel bad
no,
for him. He
no.
always come in with a nasty team, and I don't know. I don't know with him. He's day
That's
to
that.
day though. Day
First,
to day
first,
though.
no, first off, that's disrespectful. That number one, bro. We all know Jason Tatum had a roadmap from the day he came into the league, bro. Like, listen, Lamar Jackson has like with the limited amount of weapons that he has had over the years, he has put himself in a conversation at the quarterback position, in a bar none conversation at the quarterback position. When his career is over, like the resume that he's going to have, bro. The individual resume that he's going to have is beyond elite. Jason Tatum does not compare to that. I'm sorry. The teams that Jason Tatum had compared to the teams that the Lamar has had and the weapons that he's had, it does not compare to that. I don't recall Lamar ever having anybody as good as Jalen Brown. I don't recall him having anybody ever as good as Porzingis. I don't have him ever calling everybody as good as Drew Holiday and Derek White and Al Horford and these shooters and whatever, bro. I don't see the playmakers. The Zay Flowers is not playing, and that's probably the best name I could come up with. I don't see the defenses being the same. None of that. So I can't necessarily say that, bro. The NFL is just way too different to make that comparison, bro. The Jason Tatum and the Celtics, please. We're not talking about two Scottie Pippens. We're talking about an elite of an elite a quarterback, and we talking about somebody that's going to go down in history, bro, as one of them, like one, not one of the arguably easily one of the best dual threat quarterbacks with one of the best one of the best resumes for a dual threat quarterback, man. So I think it's the Lamar's time. I think the NFL they've ran with this Patty Mahomes baby goat business for long enough. I think it's time to hang it up. Just move out of the way. Stop trying to pay off the state of Missouri and give them money, man, because you moved the Rams too soon. And listen, the Ravens need to win this game, and they need to win it all. It's just that simple.
I would love if they did so. The Ravens, man, this is my the team I root for. But like as a NFL analyst, I gotta go with the Chiefs, man. Like winning it all. But as a fan, oh yeah, Baltimore, baby, Baltimore, let's go. As a fan, I'm going Baltimore. I'm going Detroit. I'm going Eagles. I'm going Rams. But as an analyst, nah, the Chiefs winning, bro. Like this is how it is, man. I might even root for the Bills. I might root for everyone but the Texans and Commanders. I want to see those two teams lose. I think they play ugly football at times, but the rest of these teams, yeah, they can win. Yeah, besides the Chiefs also, but yeah, we know what's gonna happen. A three-peat on the way. Nick, any thoughts about the Ravens Bills?
There,
Any
there
thoughts
will
about?
be there will be no three-peat in the NFL, man. I'm sorry. I don't think the narrative that's gonna happen, bro. Like if a three-peat actually happens, it's just gonna be it's gonna be sickening. It's gonna be a very very sickening narrative, man, and it's gonna put Mahomes in a conversation that we know he doesn't belong in.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I know where he belongs.
Nah, I'm fucking crying, bro.
Oh man. Before we end off the episode, couple news going on in the league, man. That boy finally got fired in Dallas, man. It took a while. Yeah, hey, Leaf, your OG got fired. What you think, man?
That's not my OG, bro. He's an idiot.
Yo, that's crazy.
Everybody want to lay on that man because he won a Super Bowl with us, bro. Whatever. I understand it, bro, but that's not my OG. He was a yes man then, and he's been a yes man for many many years. The reports coming out about Dion possibly getting a job, it was sickening. I do not wish that. I do not wish that on Prime and his family soul. The same reason why I don't like a lot of people don't wish Shador Sanders to the Tennessee Titans. Um, Listen, it's a lot of things that's very disgusting and nerve wracking, bro, and very and very cringe, bro. Like, and I think some of the most cringe news is coming out of the NFL these days, man, with some of these reports, man. It's just got to stop, man. It's just got to stop. But it's called the Jerry Jones Show. That's what it's called. Just to stay on that topic, it's called the Jerry Jones Show. It's called we're not. It's called in this millennium we don't have a chance of winning the Super Bowl. And I'm also happy to say the same thing applies to the San Francisco 49ers. They are two teams living off of past glory, bro, and they need to go. We don't need to see it or hear it ever from them again. It's done with. So I'm not gonna continue on with this charade, man. We all know who the Dallas Cowboys is. It's garbage in, garbage out. Simple.
I don't know, man. I think them and the 49ers are going to be two teams next year that to be on the look for, especially the 49ers, especially them. 49ers, like
I guarantee you the 49ers break it up, break that team up.
I think next year they make the playoffs. Yeah, the NFC West, like, were the reason it was a dogfight is them boys were hurt. CMC out, and then his backups would be out. Like CMC and all of his backups were hurt. Like even if they had a backup healthy, they would have made the playoffs. You know, literally, they even have backups. I mean, they're on their fourth string, fifth string. You know, um, Brandon Ayuk will be back. You know, like I think they could only get better next year, man. Ricky Parcell, he had got shot, you know, like he gonna come back. Like they just had stuff going on, man. Like it make no sense. Debo Samuel gone, so they gonna have a better receiver. Yeah, 49ers is a tough team next year. Cowboys though, the best coaching candidates, Dion is would be crazy. Dion to the Cowboys. Oh man, I would love it. I would
No,
love it.
no,
I
no,
hope it
no.
happens, man. Dude, the amount of entertainment that comes out of that, dude, that is entertainment. You
Mar,
get like,
Mar, Mar, Mar. Why are you looking forward to them making a fool out of Deion Sanders' career and everything that Prime has stood for
dude,
ever since? Why are you
if
looking forward to
if
that?
they get if they get Dion, they should trade up for Travis Hunter. That would be a team that would do so like Travis Hunter on the Cowboys would be wonderful.
Pushing
Holy,
narratives, pushing narratives.
It's just these
yo,
narratives are gross,
Travis
bro, and you
Hunter
know it.
Travis Hunter at look. Trayvon Diggs is hurt to begin the season, right? So he's gonna be at his best side of the field. And
Yeah,
then
bro.
when Trayvon comes back, he's gonna be able to play a little bit more wide receiver as he got like his stamina better and stuff. And then the Cowboys need wide receiver bad. And
You
then
know what?
they go ahead and get a running back in round two. They get Travis
I'm, I'm
Hunter.
I'm about to walk into a corporate building. This is my phone probably gonna drop. But listen, I just want to say before I leave, Mar, please don't push these narratives at all, bro. Like this
Travis
is
Hunter on the Cowboys is
I'm
beyond.
begging you, bro. I'm telling you, any chance of anything that any of the BS that just flew out of your mouth that happening, bro, it is going to be doom. It's going to be doom. Jerry Jones destroys everything that he touches, bro. Like the Dallas Cowboys will continue to be an obscurity event for another 10 to 15 years, bro. As long as Jerry Jones is in there, as long as he is yielding his sword around and everything, bro. Like there's nothing that they can do. They are going to continue to be doodle. And I mean, personally, I love the fact that they're going to continue to be doodle because this is what we need from NFL. I don't need Dallas Cowboy fans coming out of the woodwork. I don't need them saying anything. I need them to stay silent, and I need them to pretty much be in the dark, in a dark, doomy cloud room all the time, man. But this call is about to drop, man. I'm about to get in a corporate building, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Appreciate
Whatever.
All right, man. Shout out to Leaf Diggy. Leaf underscore 4788 on YouTube. Shout out to Nick. Seems like we wrapping up the episode. Nick, you got anything you want to say before we go?
Um, man, just fuck the Chiefs, bro. That's all I gotta say, man.
uh, that is crazy hater stuff. I'm
I,
sorry, Nick.
I hope Taylor Swift breaks up with Travis Kelsey, bro. I don't even care, bro. Hope you guys break up. I don't give a fuck.
You know what I hope?
In my misery.
You know what I hope?
Hmm.
I hope that the Chiefs three-peat, right? And then Travis Kelsey marries Taylor Swift at the podium, and then the Cowboys hire Mike. No, the Cowboys hire Deion Sanders.
Oh my
They
god.
trade up for Travis Hunter, and then the Cowboys Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and then the Cowboys take the three-peat Chiefs dynasty with a Travis Hunter pick six, Deion Sanders running to the
Dude, what are
sideline.
you chatting about right now, bro? What the fuck you chatting about right now? You
Hey,
straight
man.
chatting, bro.
No, I hope the Chiefs three-peat, and then Deion Sanders goes to the Cowboys and ends it with Travis Hunter, man. Nah, that's what I hope, Nick.
I don't know if the league is gonna let a 3P happen, bro. They gotta keep that. Gotta keep that sacred.
They're gonna three. They're not gonna let it happen. The Chiefs are gonna take it. Like
Nah.
they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it, bro. But yeah,
Yeah, dude. They're facing the elite now. After the Texans, they're going to be facing some elite ass teams that they haven't played in a while. They got a close game against the Ravens, which the Ravens should have won because of a toe. They lost to the Bills, and then they would either play the Lions or probably the Eagles. And I feel like both of those teams could beat the Chiefs.
Both of them could. They could. But the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl. You know, they got a 3-point 3P on the line, you know. I think they'll get it. But
Gotta wait and see.
Yeah, we'll wait like 2 more weeks. We'll see in like a couple weeks. They get to the Super Bowl, they got it. But if they lose this next week, yeah. But thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 185 of Up the Score Show. Have a nice day and God bless.